This
Screen visible
meeting
to
is being
all.
recorded.
Okay, thank you, Manpreet, Rakesh, Kiran, Manju. Okay, all right, guys. So let me open the material here. Okay, so derived column we have to start from derived column transformation. Okay, we have to start from derived column transformation. Yeah, this one. Derived column transformation. So what is this derived column transformation, guys? See, I'll first explain you the transformation purpose, the purpose and existence functionality of this transformation is what, why this transformation is. See, when creating a derived column, we can either generate a new column or update an existing one. Okay, with derived column transformation, we can either generate a new column or update an existing column. Okay, which is there present in our source system. The derived column transformation creates new column values by applying expression. Okay, how we can generate the new column in our destination by applying the expression to transformation input columns, and we use this derived column transformation to generate new columns into our data flow to modify the existing fields, to modify the existing fields what we have in our source system, and to generate a new column with data in our destination, we use this derived column transformation. Okay, we here enter the column we are creating, and to build this derived column expression, we click on enter expression text box. We can either start typing our expression or open the expression builder to construct our logic. Okay, so basically, if I put it in very simple words, derived column transformation we use to generate new columns, okay, and load it into our destination as per the business requirement. Okay, fine. So if you see the practical, it will be much more clear. I'll log into the Azure portal. Just hold on. Okay, I'm having storage accounts already. I'll take the same storage accounts. Okay, so see this storage account I'm considering as usual. I'll go here and I'll update this file, countries data 2014 to 2019. I'll say here, okay, countries data 2014 to 2019. Okay, where is countries data here? Yeah, this one, countries data 2014 to 2019. This file I am uploading. Step 1. Step 2, gen2 storage account and container inside the storage account. Gen2 storage account is already there, and container is also there inside the storage account. If there is any files, I'll delete this file so that a new file will get loaded into my destination. Okay, this all I am deleting. Okay, this is also ready. Destination storage account is also ready. Next, create ADF, launch ADF, create link services, dataset for source, link services, dataset for destination. Okay, many things we are going to do in step 3. I'll just go to home. I'll create a data factory. Okay, data factory is already there. I'll take this data factory. I'll launch the studios. I'll go to manage. Okay, ls blob sa. Okay, I'll take this one, test connection, source SA 1994. Okay, destination, destination SA 1994. I'm just refreshing the connections by clicking on test connection. I'm refreshing the connections, guys. Okay, I'll come to data sets. Okay, this data set I'll delete because this data set is no more required. This is EMP and department data sets. This I don't need it. Destination data set I need, so I'll keep this destination data set. This destination data set I'll keep it. All right. What I'll do now, data flows is there. Okay, data flow is there. Pipeline is also there. I'll create two data sets. Oh, sorry, I'll create one data set. I need one data set only. This one, DS blob essay. Okay, I'll create here one data set only. Okay, I'll take this file. Okay, it is taking little time to get loaded. What happened? Why it is taking this much long time? Okay, I'll take this source container. I'll pick up this file. I'll say here, okay, fine. And this is all already there. Link services was already there. Okay, for source, for destination, data set for destination already there. Only this new one I have created. I'll say publish all. Okay, I'll, it is not allowing me to do publish all, so better I'll delete this stuff. The yesterday's data flow, yesterday's pipeline, I am deleting. Okay, I'll say now publish all. So some things we have deleted, some things we have added, some things we have modified, etc., etc. Now we are publishing. Why, what happened? Why the publishing is getting failed? And one more thing here, guys, see, yesterday, today we have uploaded the recording. 6th August recording was missing, right? So we have uploaded the recording for all of you. So now the recording is available. Okay, see, 6th August recording is available now. You can go ahead and you can, okay, practice this lab also. Okay, so yesterday I had it, I had a meeting with the recording team, and today also, today we had again had a meeting. Okay, and we have you know uploaded the video accordingly, so you guys can go ahead and you can do the practice. So publishing is completed, publishing is completed, this is done now. Okay, what next? It is asking me step 4, create a new data flow, give name, any name you can give here. Okay, enable data flow debug, click on add source in source testing tab, give this one data preview tab and refresh. Let me launch here a new data flow. I'll say here df underscore data flow 1. I'll say here add source. I'll give this a ds blob sa. Fine. And I'll say here enable data flow debug. This again will take some 5 minutes time. This will take some 5 minutes time. Okay, just will hold on patiently. Okay, let it get completed. Fine, it is still enabling. Quick, quick, man. Okay, done. It is completed. I'll go to data preview. I'll take a refresh. Okay. So now see here how is the file is having the data. If I come to home, if I come to storage account, if I click here, okay, blob services, source container. If you see here, how is the file is having data? See, it is having one column country, and in that we are having country as well as years. So this is incorrect, na? Country column should have country only. Why years are here? So now the client says that he don't want data like this. He want country column should have only countries, and a new column should come here. Okay, a new column should come here with name years, and in that column he want only years. He want all these years in one new column year. and he want all the years there in the new column. This is incorrect. So in order to fulfill like this kind of requirements, we use derive column. We use derive column. Okay, what it is, destination, Windows resolve. Please make sure file folder exists and is not hidden. At the same time, please ensure special character is not included. What is this here? Okay, is that clear, guys? If it is not working or still no problem, we'll just proceed for derive column transformation. Okay, this is not our output. So what I do, click on press on source transformation in search type derive column, click on derive column and derive column settings. Okay, so let it be fine. I'll launch here derived column. Okay, derived column, and in derived column settings for columns. Okay, mention year. Okay, for columns here, mention here as year. So just say here year. Okay, and click on any for expression builder and write the below expression accordingly. So what I am doing here, I am considering this country column, and what I am doing, from right side I am taking 6 characters. Okay, and I am doing the trim. I am doing the trim of remaining characters, whatever is there in country column, and then I am just typecasting it to integer, because column year is going to have what, numerics, right? Not characters. So that's why I am converting it to integer. Country column I am considering. Okay, I am taking 6 characters from right side. Then I am doing a trim, removing the rest of the characters from country column, and then I am doing a to integer. I think because of that reason we are getting this issue. This has to be resolved. No, I don't know what is this new challenge coming into. Is there anything that I'm missing? Okay, sorry guys, we have not taken the file or what it is. Why the file is not visible? Okay, okay, okay. Sorry. I have taken the wrong data set. I have to take this data set, na blob essay. I have taken destination data set accidentally. I'll go here now. Yeah, it is fine now. Okay, I'll data preview. I'll take a refresh now. Now it has to come. I took the wrong data set. Destination data set I have given to source. Source should be having source data set, na. See now the data is coming. Now the data is coming. So see here, whatever the data we are having in the file, same data is getting reflected here in our source transformation. Okay, now this got resolved automatically. This got resolved automatically. Here we are getting an error now. Now it's got resolved. So the things are connected to each other, guys. Fine. So this is we have done. Next, click on plus. Okay, click on add columns. Okay, in second column which generated just now. Okay, mentioned as country, click on any on second column, write the below expression. So what I am doing now, I am adding one more column here. Okay, I'll say here add column. I'll give the name as country. Okay, and I will give this expression. So what I'm doing here in this expression, if you see, okay, see, I am from the country column, I am taking the Okay, left, I'm taking the length of 6 characters from left side. Okay, and then I'm converting it to two string because countries are having, okay, like string values: USA, UK, India, France, Germany, something like that. Okay, this is what expression I'm writing. I click on save and finish. Year and country, two I have taken. Click on derive column transformation, enable data flow debug, click on data preview tab. This is my derive column transformation. Now if you see here, now the data will show perfectly. Now the data will show perfectly. Country column is having country values. Year column, new year column has been generated, and that year column is going to have only year values. Okay, so just hold on, let us see. Amazing. See now, country is having only countries, and year is having only years. Year is having only years. If you want, you can give it as in plurals also. Years. Okay, countries. Okay, fine. This is what our client want. Nah, our client don't want the data should get loaded as it is. He want when the data gets loaded into the destination, the data should be properly, okay, splitted and presented. Okay. Acha, it has taken one more actually. I think there is some spelling mistake happened or what. I'll just make it as country. Okay. Data preview, refresh. Okay. So now the data should be properly loaded. Okay, fine. Yeah, fine. Rows, country, sales, years. Perfectly done. You can set it as ascending, descending, however you want accordingly. Okay, fine. Next, I'll say here, okay, country, years column. This is the new column got generated. Okay, after that, click on press on derive column in search type sync. I'll say here sync transformation. Okay, I'll say here DSADLSA. This one I'll take. Okay, and optimize to single partition. I'll say here output to single file. I'll give the name as water. Okay, new data.csv. Okay, new data.csv. Okay, I'm giving just this name to my file in my destination. I'll come to the new pipeline df underscore data flow pipeline 1. Okay, I'll say here data flow activity. Okay, I'll say here data flow 1 settings. I'll say here df underscore data flow 1. I'm calling this data flow inside this pipeline. I'll say publish all, publish. I'll do the debug. So after I do the debug, I can see here a new file will be getting created here in my destination. Let the publishing gets completed. Debug. Okay, so publishing is done. Okay, still the debug is on. Let me hold on for some time. Pipeline is in progress. Why it is taking this much long time? Fine, just hold on. So it is in progress still. Super. It got succeeded. So I'll see a new data got loaded in the appropriate way as per the expectation. See, a new data got loaded as per the expectation. So in the interviews, if they ask, have you used derived column? What is the purpose of derived column and all? Then don't try to mug up the definition. You have seen the lab now. You have understood the lab now. Put it in your own sentences in your own format. Okay, everyone is having different capacity of speaking in English, forming the sentences in whichever way you want. You can form the sentence and you can explain for every transformation, for every activity. Do like that only, guys. Just for an idea, read this definition for every transformation, every activity in ADF and in entire data engineering topics. You are doing the lab, you are understanding what these transformations, how they are fulfilling our purposes and all. You can tell it in your own way. So if you ask me, I'll simply say that derived column transformation is users. We use derived column transformation, okay, if we want to make any changes in our existing source data where we don't want to copy the data as it is in our destination, then we use derived column transformation. Example, as if, like, if we are having the data in a combined format in one column and we want to generate new columns, we want to split the columns from our source system and load it into the destination, then we use derived column transformation. Simple, finished. That's it. Don't try to mug up this definition, guys. You have seen the lab, right? See, so you are understanding the difference. Source file is how the source file is and how the destination file is. Okay, fine. This is what derived column transformation. Small demo only, not a big one. Next we are having is implementation steps for Azure Data Flows to connect to Azure SQL database with source and sync transformation. Okay, connect to Azure SQL database. Okay, here also we are using derived column transformation. We are using pivot column transformation also. Derived column transformation, again we are using pivot column transformation. Pivot transformation, what is pivot? We use pivot transformation to create multiple columns. Okay, to create multiple columns. Okay, okay, fine, fine. Dhananjay, I believe your doubt is clear. Yeah, see, guys, I can't see your comments because I'm in this window. When I'm in this window, then what you are commenting I cannot see. So please apologize for me. If it's in Zoom, then in Zoom it will show the notification for the chat box if any new chat comes in. But here I cannot see if you guys are putting a new chat. I hope you have understood. That's why I'm not seeing your comments. Is that clear? All right. Fine. So now what is this pivot transformation? We use pivot transformation to create multiple columns from the unique row values of a single column. Pivot is an aggregate transformation where we can select group by column and generate pivot columns using an aggregate function. Okay. So when we want to present the data in the form of rows and columns using the pivot transform, okay, for aggregate values, then we use the pivot column transformation, pivot transformation. Okay. So sync transformation, source transformation, we know this, we are using from the beginning. Okay, derived column transformation and pivot transformation, we'll see here practically how we are implementing. Fine. So what it is asking, it is asking us to create an adventure works database. Okay, in Azure, okay, in Azure, I'll go here SQL database. I'll quickly create one. Okay, adventure works database. I'll say here practice RG I'll say here Adventure Works DB. I'm creating Adventure Works database. I'll say here SQL Server in Azure 1921. Okay, I'll say here Australia East. Okay, this we have deployed many times. Okay, DB creation. Okay, I'll set it as Garrett. I'll give the password. Okay. Okay, I not touch these things because I wanted Adventure Works database only. Nah. So I will not do any configuration part here. I'll not touch it. I'll make it as public. All this we have deployed many times, guys. This is not new to us. And here I'll say sample. See, selecting the sample will modify the compute plus storage settings configured in the basic for backup compatible visit, and it is going to create an adventure works workload for me. I'll say here simply okay. That's it. Next, review plus create, then click on create. This is what I am deploying an adventure works database, and adventure works database is our source. This will be our source, and data lake gen 2 storage account is our destination. This will be our destination. So the database is getting deployed here. Okay, so I will open a new tab. I'll go to home. I'll go to storage account. This will be my destination. This time source is what? SQL database. This time source is SQL database. Okay, and I'll go here and I will, okay, delete the file which we have loaded just now using derived column transformation. Okay, now my destination is empty. Perfect. I'm waiting for the, okay, okay, I'm waiting for the SQL to get deployed. Okay, now step 3. So fine, इधर उसका हाथ चले जाता, उसका हाथ चले जाता. All right, so my database is still getting deployed. Just hold on. After that, I'll create a link service for my SQL database. I'll create a link service. Okay, all right. The SQL database got deployed for me. This is my Adventure Works. This is my Adventure Works database. Okay, so this database is already having tables, data, everything. This database is already having tables, data, everything here. See, we are having lot of tables. These are all the tables we are having in Adventure Works DB. Okay, fine. So next, what it is saying, it is asking me to create a link service for my SQL database for my Adventure Works. Okay, so I will say here home. I'll go to my data factory. I'll take this data factory, or else I'll create a fresh data factory, guys. I'll create a fresh data factory. Data factory will get created just in a 1 minute of time. Okay, it will not take much time. I'll say here Naresh ADF. Okay, 1979. Okay, I'm creating a new data factory. And I'll go for the link services creation. Launch the data factory. Link services. I'll say here SQL database because my source is SQL, right? So I'll say here SQL. I'll give the name as what? LSSQL, link services for SQL. Okay, and I'm choosing a legacy. Fine. Then I'll say here subscription, server name, okay, database name, okay, and then username what we have given Gareth at the time of database creation. Password I have given this one. I'll say test connection and I'll click on create. Okay, fine. Link services I have created. Dataset I'll create on top of this table. I am creating dataset on top of this table. Where is this table? This table is in my SQL Adventure Works database. This table is on my Adventure Works SQL database, and I'll create one link services also for my destination. So I'll create one link services for my destination. What is my destination? Gen2 storage account. That is what I am taking here. I'll give the name LSADLSA subscription storage account create. I'll come to author. I'll go for the dataset creation. One dataset I'll create on top of this table product. So I will say a new dataset. I'll say here SQL, Azure SQL database. I'll take this one, link services. Okay, I'll go for the products. The tables are getting loaded. Just hold on. The tables are getting loaded. I'm having many tables in my SQL database, right? I'm having many tables in my SQL database. Just now I have shown. In that, I'm considering product table. Okay. Why considering product table only? Because product table is having such data with which we can, you know, implement our derived column transformation and pivot transformation. That's why we are using product table. What happened? It is taking a lot of time. Why? Okay. See, now all the tables got loaded. Like this, the tables will get loaded. You have to keep patience. Fine. So I'll say here what a product. Sales LT is the schema of the table. Product is the table name. I'll say here enter manually and I'll say here okay. Fine. This is done. I'll create one data set for my destination also. Okay. I'll say here Gen2. uh, Gen2. Okay. Here I want the file to be loaded. I'll say here, okay, done. Two data sets. This is for our source, this is for destination. Two link services we have created for source and destination. Perfect. Now, after this, what it is saying, go for the new data flow. Okay, give this data set, enable data flow debug, and in data preview tab, check whether data is getting reflected in our source transformation or not. New data flow, I'll say here df underscore data flow 1. I'll say here add source transformation. I'll say here ds sql. Okay, data preview. Acha, see what it is saying. Please turn on debug mode and wait until the cluster is ready to preview the data. So enable data flow debug. It is asking you to turn on, turn on. Okay, so that's why this is very important. No transformation will work until you enable this data flow debug. Compulsorily, you have to enable. Now, patiently, we'll wait for some 2 minutes until it gets enable the data flow debug. Okay. खुलो दरवाजा खुलो Okay, data flow debug is enabled. Just hold on. This is very time consuming, yaar. This is very time consuming. Fine. It is enabled now. I click on press or source transformation. I launch the derived column. I launch the derived column transformation here. Okay, and what I'm doing here, click on derived column in derived column settings tab. For columns, choose here color. So here choose what color. Okay, click on the any and open the expression builder and type the below expression, save and finish. So what I'm doing, very simple. What I'm saying here, okay, this data set is having a color column. Fine. Obviously, whatever the data that is having here in my source transformation will get my to my derived column transformation. And here What I'll do, I'll say here open in expression builder, and I'll say that if color column is having a null value, then represent this with NA. Okay, color column, wherever color column is having null value, represent with NA. Else show the color value, whatever it is, white, black, green, yellow. So instead of showing null, I am making it to show as NA. That's what it is, the expression I have written. Click on plus add. Okay, for newly added column, pass the name as sizes, and I am doing the same thing for size also. Okay, so I'll say here add column, I'll say here size, I'll say here, okay, same. If size is null, then represent NA instead of null, else show the size whatever it is, like medium, XL, large, whatever it is. Click on plus or derived column in search type pivot. Now what I'm doing, I'm launching the pivot column, pivot transformation. I'm launching the pivot transformation. Okay, fine. In pivot settings tab, scroll down, click on group by. In pivot settings, scroll down, click on group by. For column size, okay, as shown below, okay, name it as size. What I'm saying here, see, for columns size as shown below, pivot settings, group by, say here what, size. So let me see here, where is size? Here it is. I'm giving it as size. Okay, fine. Now click on pivot key, scroll down for pivot key colors. So this is the pivot key. Okay, and for pivot key, I'm giving it as what? Color. Okay, I'll say here color. Okay, because why I'm giving this color? Because I have set there for color only, right? In my derived column transformation. That's why I'm setting it here color. Things are connected to each other, guys. Please understand. Okay, this is what I have done. Now click on pivoted columns tab. Double click on any to open an expression builder. Pivoted columns tab. Click on any to open an expression builder. Okay, and for average of standard cost, pass this one. Okay, I'm saying average of standard cost. So what I'm saying here, okay, see, standard cost is one column I'm having in my product table. For that table, I want the average cost for all my sizes what I have given, and I'm rounding it to 2. If it is having average cost, it is having something like this, 14.52369856, like this it is having. So I'm just rounding it to 2. I'm saying that it should show the value this much. That's it. It should not show the complete value like this. It should show only two numbers after the decimal. That's why I'm giving here 2. Okay, and I'll say here save and finish. Fine, this is what I have done. Write the expression for average of standard cost, save and finish, give name as average for next text box. I'll say here average, AVG. I'm giving average. Fine. Sorry guys. I'll say here to go with average only. Okay, fine. Then click on pivot transformation, data preview, refresh. Pivot transformation, data preview, refresh. Okay, let us see now how it will present the data as expected, how we have written the expressions. Okay, just hold on, guys. It is loading the data. Yeah. See, we got the data now. If you see here, what it is doing, it has converted the complete data, which is in row format to column format. Okay. See now, these are the sizes. Size 58. This was null. So I told, right, wherever null is this, it should not show null. It should show a not applicable, NA. Medium size, large size, small size, XL. So the average cost of t-shirts black color, okay, for size 58 is 729. Okay. The average cost of t-shirts of blue color for size medium is 23.75. Getting, guys, is that clear or not? The average size of a red t-shirt, okay, which is of size, let us take 44, is 924. Whatever the data is there, okay, the values are getting populated. The values are getting populated. So this is what the data that we have got it from Adventure Works database table. So what we have done, the rows data we have converted into columns and we are seeing. Okay, fine. I'll say here now sync transformation. Okay, I'll give the destination DSADLSA carefully. Single partition settings. I'll say here output to single file. I'll say here, okay, what I can give here, pivoted data dot csv. Pivoted data dot csv. I'll say here publish all. Publish. Publishing is completed. I'll go for the new pipeline. I'll say here df underscore data flow pipeline one. Not required. You can just keep pipeline one also. It doesn't matter. Okay. I call this data flow. I'll say publish all, publish, and then I'll do the debug. So if I do the debug, what I can see that in my destination, a new file will get loaded. Okay, with the data converted from rows to columns. Rows to columns. Okay, just hold on. Okay, I'll do the debug now. I'll do the debug now. Okay. Fine, it got succeeded. I'll come to my destination. See, I'm going to see a new data, okay, which converted rows to columns. See, converted rows to columns. This is what we have generated. You can download this file and you can share it with your client also. You can share it with your client as well. This is what the derived and pivot column transformation we have used together, okay, to convert the data as into rows and columns. All right, guys. So Windows functions, this I'll take in tomorrow's class, guys. Windows functions, this I'll take it in tomorrow's class. Rank, dense rank, row number. Okay. So I believe this is the last demo we are having from ADF. After that, we'll start the data bricks. After that, we'll start the data bricks. This I'll start in tomorrow's class. This is also very big lab actually. How Windows functions will work, how what is the purpose of this in our data factory. This I'll explain in tomorrow's class. All right, is that clear? All good, guys? Yes, no? uh, Manju, you have to learn SQL moderate SQL you should learn. SQL we have not started yet. Once we start SQL, I'll let you know once we start SQL. Okay, so you are not going to learn SQL, something like SQL developer, very detailed SQL, very depth, not required that much depth also. You should be in a position to understand and to tell what the query is doing, what the SQL query is doing. I'll show you. We are having lot of demos that we are going to do in SQL also, that I'll show you. All right. So Mithunjay, what is your concern? No, I think yes, Mitrunjay. I think I have seen your email also. What you have sent an email. Okay, so I think you have to use one account only, Azure portal and this one Azure what GitHub. You are integrating some GitHub, right? I've seen your email, Mitrunjay. Yes. Have you seen the video recording, Mitrunjay? Okay. So no, I actually step by step I also don't remember it. Okay, I have not see when we see the screen when we do it. Okay, we can implement. So I think you have to give permission then. You have to give permission then. Do one thing. What is the issue you are getting? You just attach me in the email and I'll try to reply back to you. Okay, fine. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. Are you able to share the screen or not, Mitrunjay? I can't see anything. Mitrunjay, I can't see anything. No, I can't see anything. We'll do one thing. We'll do one thing. Okay, you just what permission error you are getting, take a screenshot of it and attach me in the email. I'll see and I'll try to respond you back.
सर जैसे मैं just go in a GitHub account and ADF so get that's need to permission in GitHub. That's
Okay.
repository read.
Uh,
So their problem. Here that's the new environments. Not share my screen, but is a lab एक
yeah,
minute I
that
can.
is what I am saying you. That is what I am saying you. Regarding the permission, I have to
Hmm.
check ma. I don't know. I don't remember how we have to give the permission.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Now sometime I ask in a lab, but no one can say that here no mentor for the data science, data engineering. Uh,
Uh,
too much engineer mentor for the DevOps way. So that's my
okay.
problem is not
I'll do one thing. I'll do one thing. I'll talk to the this one. I'll talk to the management. Let me
okay,
see.
okay,
I think we are having one mail ID support.naresheti.com something.
okay,
Okay. I'll just check with them. Let us see what they will respond back to for this one. Okay.
okay, sir, okay,
Okay. Okay, Mithunjay. Bye.
okay, sir.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Take care, guys. Good night.